Okay, so my questions, and I've split these up, portfolio rebalancing and contributions. Can I manually deposit money into my Betashares wallet? So, for example, I've been paid overtime, so I just want to drop $500 in there. And then I've got a custom portfolio that's set to quarterly rebalance. Can I set it so at the quarterly rebalance, it will not only rebalance the ETF, but suck up any cash and allocate that?
Yeah, this is a really good question. So I'll take a step back and explain the wallet and explain rebalancing.
Yes.
So the wallet on Betashares Direct is a bank account where you transfer funds from your external bank account into that wallet, and that's used to pre-fund investments into ETFs, shares, managed portfolios, and custom portfolios.
Yeah.
So when you send money to that wallet, at any time you can invest in your custom portfolio.
Yeah.
Now, with rebalancing, there's two ways we rebalance custom portfolios and managed portfolios. The first is what we call a hard rebalance, which is at the end of the quarter, we rebalance your portfolio so that it is aligned to your target allocation.
Yeah.
And that's done via existing holdings in your portfolio.
And just on that, is it the last business day of the month? How does that work? Or how does that work in terms of time?
I actually would have to defer my answer and send that back to you.
Yep.
But we do rebalance at an optimal time where there's good liquidity in the market.
Wednesday lunchtime or something like that.
It's done in the most responsible way through our portfolio.
And I hope some of these questions, I'm not here to do gotcha journalism. It's just I'll have really detailed, annoying questions. So that's all good.
No, this is good. We're here to get to the bottom of things. So it's great. So that's the first way we rebalance, and that's just a typical sort of way to rebalance a portfolio on any platform. Now, the second way we rebalance is what we call a soft rebalance.
Yep.
Now, what happens here is when you invest in your portfolio, we're actually rebalancing as you invest. Mm-hmm. So when you make an investment into your custom portfolio, whether it's one-off or recurring, we would buy the underrepresented securities in that portfolio, which means over time we're constantly
the cost base is better off.
And we're rebalancing towards your target allocation, which reduces the need for that hard rebalance at the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
And so this is one of the sort of automations and the sort of automated discipline we bring to this experience, where you can regularly invest in that portfolio, which is a really great habit to build wealth.
Yeah.
But also we're actually rebalancing your portfolio to its target allocation every time you invest.
So, okay, I think my first two questions have kind of been answered there. With the auto invest, from what I understood, the regular investments must always be pulled from a linked bank account with the auto invest. So you suck it from someone's bank account?
Okay, so auto invest is an automated feature to regularly invest in Betashares ETFs. Now that is for the what we call the more direct investing experience.
Right. So are you saying you can't auto invest into my custom portfolio?
So you can.
Yep.
But that is done via a direct debit pool from your external bank account. That's right.
Yep.
So if you wanted to regularly invest into your portfolio, we call it a savings plan.
Yep.
You set up a savings plan and you can invest, let's just say $1,000 per month, and you link your external bank account, and we automatically direct debit from your bank account, and it's invested automatically into your portfolio.
Okay, cool.
Now, I actually really love your question because one of the things we're discussing is, well, can you actually automate investments from your wallet into your portfolios as well?
Yeah, and that was the broader thing, because the way I would think is it's good that you can pull money from external bank accounts, but it's kind of like that first question. what if I just want to push money into my wallet every month, every week, whatever, and then out of the wallet, once a week, it will automatically invest into my custom portfolio to the target, or if it's underweight, it will automatically do a soft one each week.
So there's actually another way to deposit in your portfolio, which is a little bit new. And so I'll explain this. So every time you create a portfolio, whether it's managed or custom, we actually create a unique BSB and account number.
For that
portfolio.
Yeah.
So the idea there, and you could even demo it if you want.
We'll demo it. So let's, everyone watching on YouTube, we'll share the screen. You won't see the password, anyone, so that's good.
So you've created a custom portfolio.
Yeah, so when I did the review, I did a custom portfolio, which was from our investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, with 3 shares, and then I purchased 3 holdings direct, so CBA, Gold, and JB Hi-Fi.
And Nick's fund is doing very well.
It is. Yeah. Compared to, actually, can we get an aggregated? So that says the total return of the portfolio is 2.6. There is nothing on this front screen.
So if you scroll up, there should be a total return next to your balance. There it is. 0.78%.
Oh, but that's the total, including the direct equities.
Yeah, if you go to performance, the performance tab.
Yeah.
Okay. So here you can, if you and scroll up, there's that says all investments on the right.
Yep.
You can take out Nick's fund.
Yeah, and just do holdings.
And there you can get the return.
The return last 3 months. Yeah, 2%, -2. Yep. Cool. So back to the.
So I'll show you how you can actually deposit another way into Nick's fund here.
Yeah.
So if you drill into the custom portfolio, the way to go there is go back to home.
Yeah.
Click the portfolio. View more. Yep. Okay, so if you go to manage.
Where is? Manage. Yep.
Scroll down. Oh, my apologies. Go back to deposit.
Back to portfolio.
Top up. There we go.
Yeah, top up.
Yep. And then, so these are the 2 ways you can top up into this portfolio. Like we mentioned, the wallet, which is top one, and the second one, manual bank transfer.
Yeah.
If you click on that BSB and account number is unique to your portfolio.
Right.
Now, we have a lot of customers who love controlling cash flow from their bank account. And so you can set up a new pay ID in your bank account and to this BSB and account number and just send from your bank account directly into this portfolio.
Awesome.
And basically investing becomes as easy as banking.
Yeah, and this is why I really wanted to get you in, because when I was dicking around, I didn't sit around and look at all the buttons, because if someone had, because I'm just a big believer, I would rather from my own spending and cash flow to control and push the money where I want it to go, whether I'm pushing it to my phone bill when it's due, whether it's pushing it to an investing account.
Yes.
So basically what you're saying is I can set up, I've got a spare $500 a month. Once a month, I can do a bank transfer to this dedicated account, BSB, of the $500 a month. It will then, as soon as it lands, there's obviously, it's bypasses the wallet, so it's going to sit somewhere behind the scenes. So the next trading day, you'll allocate that $500. Now, will you allocate it to the target percentages, or each month, if it is slightly out of weight, do the soft and go, the IVV's had a Liberation Day tank. It's down $500. We're just going to put that whole $500 into IVV to pop it back up. How does that work?
You explained it really well.
Okay.
So that's exactly right. Let's just say you've been paid and you've sent that $500 to this BSB account number. We receive this cash in, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Later that day, it will be invested into your portfolio. So it's very efficient.
Yeah.
And exactly right. If one of the ETFs has drifted and it's underweight, we would buy in that investment that underweighted security so that you soft rebalance back to your target allocation.
So if I put $500 in the portfolio and it was only a $1,000 portfolio or something small, one of the ETFs was down $300, the others were up higher, it might put $400 into that one that's lower and spread the remaining $100 across the other two.
That's right. It's automatically gets you back to your allocation.
Yeah. So ideally, this could be cool because then it could be like, well, I've got my bread and butter, $500 a month that I pay directly into my custom portfolio. If I get any bonus or overtime, I can put that onto my wallet and then go, well, now I'm going to buy some direct Macquarie Bank or CBA and do it that way.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. Let me just see. When I deposit funds into a custom and takes up to 2 business days, are the trades backdated to the date of instruction or are they executed the day that you have the money online? Because one thing I did notice in the video was the direct ETF and share purchases, they seem to execute immediately where the custom portfolio didn't execute immediately.
Yes. So when you execute ETFs and shares from your wallet, you're putting an order on market directly.
Yeah.
And so it is instant. Whether unless it's a limit order, and it takes 1 day or 7 days whenever it hits the target price. With portfolios, there's a standing instruction that's set up, which means when we receive the cash to invest, it's invested directly on the market, but it's done later in the day.
Right.
And so it's more of a sort of process. If it's automated in that sense, whereas when you invest in ETFs and shares through market orders, limit orders, that's you manually investing, and that's investing at the time of execution. So the price you get in your portfolio, being the underlying ETFs or shares in that portfolio, your cost price or your purchase price is the time of execution, which is when that standing instruction is made later in the day.
Yeah. So I'm just actually having a look. If I go to where could I find activity? So basically, when I was dicking around, it was the 17th of June, and I purchased. I put $300 into the custom portfolio. I then put $50 in Macquarie, $50 in JB, $100 in gold. I then sold Macquarie and bought CBA. I think at the time when I set up this custom portfolio, it didn't appear, or there was some type of lag. And I think it's now answered the question that it has actually dated it on that same day.
I know what you're saying because I did watch it.
Like it wasn't in the reporting or something where it didn't flow through to the reports that day where the direct ETFs and equities did flow through to the report instantly.
Yes, that's right. So you would have seen, if you click on that activity feed item, you'll see the amount you invested per security.
Oh, okay, completed. So that was the next day.
Yeah, so it just depends on when you actually...
Well, the market was live because see that there, order placed the 17th at 3 p.m. and it was filled that same day, where the portfolio, I set up the portfolio at the same time, but it actually traded it on the 18th.
And that would be because when we perform that standing instruction for your portfolio, it would have been before 3:30. Which is the date at which the time at which you invested in this portfolio.
Right. So are you saying, so based on this, the market was still open and I've bought Macquarie at 3:38 p.m. Are you saying there's like a 3:30 p.m. internal cutoff
Yes, that would have been the process.
So maybe I had set up, even though the market was open, maybe I set up the custom portfolio after 3:30, even though the market was open, it didn't trade and place the trades until the next day.
That's right. Yeah.
So, okay. So if you're setting up custom portfolios, kids, do them before 3:30 p.m.
So we the standing instruction happens twice a day.
Right.
And I imagine, we actually do execute at the end of day at times. It just depends on if it's the right conditions. On this particular day, we would have executed before 3:30.
Yeah, and this is like 1% nerdy crap that's irrelevant to most people, but I'm just curious for whatever reason. Let's move to platform fees and costs. And I'm just conscious of time. Got a lot of questions here. If there is no available cash in the wallet, will the monthly platform fees be automatically deducted pro rata from existing investments? Or can I, if the answer is yes, can I say, well, I've only got a custom portfolio and I don't want to keep any cash in the wallet. Can I elect one ETF to be the ETF that draws the fees, like a AAA or something like that?
I really love this question, Glenn, because we are getting into the nerdy stuff, which is great. And so right now, the way we charge fees, it's from your existing investments, which means the fee isn't drawn from your wallet, to answer your question.
Would it be drawn from the wallet if I had cash in the wallet?
Not at the moment. This is why, in terms of why I love the question, is one of the ways we're actually solving this is bringing in logic where it would take fees from the wallet.
Yeah.
So this is something we're working on to customize the experience a bit better. But at the moment, it's paid from your existing holdings.
Which, that's kind of crap, but I get that you're building something from scratch and, $1.74 here that you can see. And this episode, it's not about, fees. You can watch the other one because I don't think it's inherently bad to pay for a service. Like, give me a break, everyone. Like, you get what you pay for. And I'm a big believer that this product is pretty good, if I'm being honest. But, so Nick's custom portfolio, a monthly fee was $1.74, and you've sold down. So I'd imagine that would be a pro rata sale, 128 from IVV, 0.17 cents from IAF, and then A200 0.28. Yeah,
that's right. Now, I would say this, getting into the weeds and all this, it's just the nature of this conversation. But if you did have cash in your portfolio at the time the fee was charged, it would actually take from the cash balance.
But how can I set a cash balance in my portfolio?
It's nothing you can actually manually set at the moment. So, and it goes back to why I love the question. If we wanted to keep listening to customer feedback, such as yours, maybe there's a world where we can add the ability to add a cash holding, which can actually be used to draw down fees. So, this is something I can take back to the product team. And
so just on this, so this, I'm here I've clicked wallet at the top of the screen. There's $1.96. So I set the portfolios up. What were these transfers? So this is the trail of the system's automatically sold down and paid the fee through the cash wallet anyway. Because if that's the 157 portfolio fee, it's automatically transferred from Nick's portfolio, $1.57. It's showing up in the activity in the wallet. So it's obviously going through the wallet.
Yeah, I think this transaction relates to
there we go.
Monthly fee. Yeah,
173.
If you go back to your wallet,
actually, to be honest,
those
maybe once
those numbers there, sorry, Glenn, actually relate to income you've received.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're income. What I think it is, in the afternoon when I set up Nick's portfolio, I put the $300 in the portfolio. it's locked and loaded, didn't trade that day. When it's traded the next day, there's obviously a unit price mismatch, and that's where the difference is in the portfolio, I'd imagine.
The unit price of the portfolio.
Yeah, of the ETFs.
Of the ETFs.
Because it's traded the next day. Glen wanted $300 in these 3 ETFs. He lodged it at $300 that day, and that was my question. I couldn't see it traded that day. The next day, it's then placed the trade.
Invested, yep.
And there's probably some rounding, and that spat the money back out or hasn't taken the whole $300.
No. We would have invested that whole $300.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and but these numbers you're seeing here, this is...
So they're distributions.
They're distributions.
14. Okay, so that must be... So the 14th of July and the 16th, they would have been... It doesn't tell us. It just says transfer from. So how do we see the distributions from the actual portfolio?
If you go back to your Nix portfolio...
Yeah.
There is a activity feed.
So if I go view more, okay, so there?
No, scroll down. There should be, activity.
Oh, yes, there we go.
Yep.
So it doesn't.
Okay, so it's the activities in the wallet.
Yeah.
Which is the cash you've received from income in that portfolio.
But it doesn't tell me here.
Which ETF it comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's grouped.
Yeah. So we'll take that back to your team.
I will. I believe that detail, though, is in the mobile app.
Oh,
but we'll make sure it's reflected in web.
Let's have a look in the mobile app, shall we? Okay, so now if I go to wallet, top left. Oh, no, dividend. Just must have been a timing thing. So if I click that 20 cent... No.
That's the total, yeah.
Total.
So this is the income you've received from your portfolio.
Yeah. So that's in the wallet. So if I go now to the portfolio, and then press that, view activity, 173. No, that's the sell.
That's your fee. Yeah. So I'll explain what's happening here.
Yeah.
When you set up this custom portfolio, there was a decision to either receive income as cash,
Yep.
or to reinvest your income back into your portfolio.
Yep.
And you would have elected to receive as cash, and so you received that income in your wallet. And it's come in as a total number. But if you chose to reinvest that income, it would show the amount you've received and then in what underlying ETFs you've reinvested into.
Oh, if it was an automatic reinvestment.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, and that's why there's 2 different dates. The BlackRock stuff has happened on one date, and then the next date it's been the Betashares income.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So my next question on that, if there's a segue, so my custom portfolio, I can't, if I reinvest and the money obviously gets paid out, then physically reinvested, would it get, if there was $300 across 3 ETFs and the $300 was different amounts, when it reinvested, does it see it as new money and then pro rata it and do that smart soft rebalance?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's treated similar to a deposit.
Deposited into that account BSB, that was the custom portfolio direct.
So it does that soft rebalance in the reinvestment process.
Yeah, that's cool. What else have we got here? Yeah, so can I intentionally include an ETF like AAA in a portfolio to save as a buffer for platform fees? So no, at the moment, it's just prorated on the investments. If I didn't have a custom portfolio, there's obviously no fees, is there? If I just had 3 holdings.
If you had 3 holdings in like the more direct experience, no, there's no management fees.
Yeah. And just on that, so the wallet that's not an interest-bearing bank account.
That's correct.
Yep.
Yeah. No, we it's a very similar setup to a lot of Australian brokers.
Yep. Can I set the portfolio to invest new contributions entirely into the one ETF and let quarterly rebalancing correct the weighting later? I mean, the answer is probably no, and the answer is you're an idiot, Glen. Why would you want to do that? But, for example, could you say, I want all new money added to the portfolio to go to AAA or the cash wallet, and then every 3 months I just want it to be rebalanced at the time, not as a weekly or monthly payment.
Well, I mean, this is why I love having these chats because while you can't do that at the moment because we do soft rebalancing, hard rebalancing, this is just another data point that we love hearing from our customers. And so, in terms of us building the product and improving it, this is a really good, consideration that we might. So if this is something you really want, Glen, maybe we could do this pod in another 12 months. And show you what we've introduced.
Yeah, I'm totally down for it. Okay, let's have a look. I think so for example, one of my pet peeves and it's not only this portfolio, and I'll just share the laptop again. And everyone, I know these questions they might be erring on the side of whinging, but I don't think it's that. And I want to be clear. It's just me understanding how it works more than because I said to Matt jokingly, I'm like, any product can come and talk on my podcast, but I think it's rubbish. They would not get on the on the show. So
we take that as a strong compliment.
It's a backhanded slap compliment. What I wanted to know was when you go to I'll share the screen again. When I go to performance, or it was around the asset allocation. So the question is, why are direct shares like CBA and JB Hi-Fi shown under quote-unquote others in the asset allocation screen instead of Australian equities? So how do I get to the asset allocation screen?
If you scroll down to current investments, go back to performance. So this page here provides you with, reporting on your portfolio.
Yeah.
And if you got your cash balance, your portfolios, and your current investments in direct holdings.
Yeah.
And you get total return split into capital gain and income gain, which is really useful information. But if you scroll up, you'll be able to actually get more of like a balance sheet view.
Yep.
So on the left there's a drop down for portfolio performance. Change that to portfolio allocations. And this is where you get a breakdown of your portfolio by asset class.
Yes.
Now you can see there at the bottom, as you've rightly put out, there's an others category.
Because I'm pretty confident CBA and JB Hi-Fi are Australian equities.
I would be as
going out on a limb.
Going out on a limb there. Yeah. So it's a great call out, and we'll just update it to be Australian equities. Yeah.
Fix your shat, basically.
So this is just a data hygiene point.
But that's the thing. So see these Australian equities broad, that's obviously fed through from the ETF in the custom portfolio, but it hasn't picked up the direct holdings and flagged them. So in theory, the Australian equities broad needs to be 40, 50, almost 60%.
62, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. International equities US, because we don't have any other type holdings there. But Nick Bradley would be pleased to know that his portfolio from the investing book has outperformed the 3 direct stocks.
Keep it simple, stupid, right?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, my next question. Are you guys thinking about dicking around with direct US equities? Because I noticed there's a section in there for the W8 Ben form, or is that just there for likes of VTS?
That's right. I mean, so we have dual listed ETFs on the platform. So if you invest in VTS, you'll need to sign a W8 Ben form.
Yeah.
To answer your questions on US listed shares, So for us, it's all about helping, Australians build long-term wealth, and US equities, play a big part in people's portfolio construction. So we have like a long list of, investment options and features that we want to put into Betashares Direct. And US listed shares, ETFs is something that, is on that list and we're considering. We get demand from customers.
Yeah, it just sounds like another big headache.
I don't want to give anything away by any means, but yeah, it's something that we've definitely looked at.
Hey, it's Glen here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money, Money, Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.